Good morning. Hope y'all had an amazing weekend. My daughter turned 18. She actually turns 18 today. But we celebrated last night. It was a really busy weekend. She and like 15, 16 of her friends and at Mother Mary's. I almost lost it thinking about her on when she was born and just knowing my life would never be the same. And how blessed I am to have a daughter like her. And then over the weekend, I put on an event called Encounter the Road to Christmas at Encounter Road Church, and I had so much help, and I was just so grateful. Came together beautifully. Zach over at Cup of Joy donated a bunch of coffee and hot chocolate and really helped us out. And then Henry at WTF, Where's the food truck, bailed us out last minute, and everybody just loved his food, and he and his wife were so sweet. And then everybody that helped from our church that just put it all together, it was such a family community event. And just seeing the people from the neighborhood that we went out and just ministered to and loved on, a lot of them coming and seeing the fruit of the love of God and the beauty of family and community and church. I love it. Now the message. I wanted to talk about in Ephesians 6:12. It talks about that our battle is not against flesh and blood, but it's against the spiritual realms. It's principalities, spiritual authorities, the evil that's out there. And there's so much truth in that our battle is not against flesh and blood. And we either are going to live by the flesh or we're going to live by the Spirit. And I just want to live more of my life by the Spirit, because the flesh leads us into anger and bitterness and resentment and all the garbage that's out there, fear. The Spirit life is so much different. It is the love and peace and patience and kindness, the characteristics of Christ. So it's living, we have a choice every day to live our life in a place of negativity and brokenness and all that stuff that used to own me. Or I can choose to live by the Spirit of God, which is a submission of my life to God, and then the fruit from that is the peace and the joy and the contentment that comes from God Himself. So that's where I'm going to go today, is just continue to press into God and allow Him to change me, to soften my heart and live in a place of peace rather than, all the negativity that's out there. Because there's negativity everywhere. Turn on the news. But we don't have to live that way. We experience the peace of God when we submit our lives to God. Or we can still live in the flesh. We can still live in all the garbage that we used to. It's our choice. I hope you can experience God's peace today. Experience His love, His mercy, and His grace for you, and realize that you're a child of God and He desires the absolute best from you. There's a guy in our church, and he talks about bringing out the gold in people. So we have the ability to speak life into people that are around us, or we can look for the negative in those that are around us. So I want to pull out as much gold as I can from people that are in my life and help them to see who they are through the eyes of God. But that's our choice. We can choose to live in the muck or pull people out of the muck. It's your choice. God bless y'all.